popular myths about being an adult. This is according to Cody Weber of ThoughtCatalog.com. We're going to break it down, but first thoughts, 5 words or less.
What's my age again?
Oh, yeah. Little
Grow up on
Blink-182,
your own.
right?
Yeah.
Grow up on your own time.
Hercules.
Explain that.
Also a myth.
Myth about being an adult.
Why do you look so embarrassed saying it?
Because it's terrible.
No, it isn't. It's good. It's deep.
Major chip on author's shoulder. Jeez. Okay, we're going to break this down, but in my opinion.
The photo of the author, he's wearing like one of those like fixed brim hats. Like,
Yeah,
he looks like
he just seems like
holding on to
super
it.
like pissed off. Okay, so, and I want everybody to read this article because we can't, we only have to highlight it. So please read the article, and I want to know what you guys thought. But
Shia LaBeouf wrote an article just like this.
word for word. Okay, so number 1, he says there's such a thing as being an adult. He says, I used to look at adults as people that really had things figured out. They don't. Who knows what they're doing? Nobody. Who has figured life out? Nobody. Adults are just overgrown children with a superiority complex. We get ourselves into the same trouble, and the only difference is that we're expected to overcome it by ourselves. We aren't equipped with those skills, though, and most of us are constantly eating crow.
Nope.
No.
Adults, like actual adults, don't say things like that.
Yeah. Thank
Right?
you.
It's just someone who's pissed.
It's a,
This
little,
is
a
like-
whiny little bit.
Yes, fucking.
There's just so many more things I know how to do now as an
too.
adult.
Yeah.
Like I'm paying bills.
We are equipped.
Yeah, I'm much more empathetic. I really try and think about, think things through and think about what other people are going through, as opposed to when I'm a kid, I didn't always weigh out the consequences.
Yes.
Getting up on time and going places.
Yeah,
like, that's
Cody
something
Weber.
you learn to do.
Yeah.
I will say, I do have friends who don't grow up and they decide that, like, I'm not going to take responsibility. I'm not going to pay my bills. I'm not
Yeah,
going to do
how's
all those
that
things.
working
But
for
they
you?
are equipped with the skills to do so. They just choose not
So
to.
that
Yes.
just makes them shitty
Yes.
adults
Yes.
or old
Yeah,
kids.
that's the thing. You're right.
Shitty adults. Shitty adults.
Old kids. It's like this Venn diagram where, like,
Yeah.
and they're the butthole in the middle of the 2 circles.
Okay, here's the next one. You will be special. He says, my entire generation was praised for merely being alive, making them all feel entitled. He says, I remember being on a crappy soccer league in elementary school. We lost every game, but we still ate at a pizza joint, and we were rewarded for accomplishing nothing at all. It turns out that by making everybody feel unique, nobody ever actually got to be. Kinda agree with this, but I think he's taking it way
Yes,
too
that's
far.
right. That is correct.
Way too far.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just because being on a sports team at that age is about teamwork and everyone feeling included.
And you
So
should still go get pizza and celebrate.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's always a time for pizza. That said, I never felt special. I always was told, I went to so many different types of schools, private schools, public schools, boarding schools. I was always told when I did something wrong, when something was not good. So no, I never felt special. I'm sorry.
And it's a way to criticize you. Like, you can say, you know what, you can work better at that. Or, you know what, you guys lost. Whatever. But you don't have to, like, I guess, not go and celebrate with your team afterwards.
No.
I think he took it way too far.
It reminds me of, like, Saving Private Ryan, right? When he's, like, dying and he's, like, grabbing him and he's like, earn this. And I feel like that generation, like, that's how they felt of, like, everyone's here is like, well, you better earn this. Right. But now it's just kind of like everyone's like, oh, you're so special and, like, you earned everything, even though you didn't do anything.
And I agree to the downside of that. I do.
I think it's more of a progression of when you're in elementary school, people tell you you're special, all the way through high school, depending on which school you went to. But I think a large trend is to tell people they're special. And then you get out and you're in the real world and you discover that those specific things they told you about yourself might not make you special.
Yeah.
However, you're free to make decisions as to what you think is special about yourself, and regardless of what other people tell you, just follow through on those things as being special about
Amen.
you.
I
agree.
But I don't think it was ever people telling other people that they're special. It was people saying you have potential to be amazing.
I do think that there's a lot of over-congratulation and
yeah.
under-accomplishment, but
Sure.
I do think that, like, you're entitled to just decide, like, this is something I'm going to do that's special about me, and part of being an adult is the freedom to say that about yourself and go through and not have anyone tell you you're wrong. You don't have to listen to bullies when you're an adult.
I just feel like that you don't have to sugarcoat everything, because I do think that you're debilitating kids by doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so number 3, you will have an awesome job. Quite honestly, I don't know anybody that enjoys their profession. Remember grade school? Remember the reports we'd have to write about what we wanted to do when we grew up? Remember when we thought we actually had a choice? That was nice.
I agree with that statement though, until I started on Pop Trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You find that, like you find what you love to do, and
Yeah.
that's the best part about being an adult.
And you know
is
what?
you get to choose what you actually want to
And
do
it
if you want
takes
to.
work. Like, I mean,
Yes.
I worked in shitty ass jobs and
Yes.
clubs and receptionist jobs while going to school before I was able to do what I love, and we all can relate to that. So if you really are dead set on what you want to do, you're gonna have to pay the price, whether that's through a long education, through graduate school, or it's through hustle.
The truth is, you might have to pay the price. You're probably going to have to pay the price. I don't really, I kind of shy away from all the absolutes in career path because nothing is absolute.
No.
Then you ask 1,000 different people, you'll get 1,000 different answers as to what made,
Or their
and there'll be
path.
overlap in the path, but you never know. And so you just kind of, if you don't like your job, you don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Go find something else. You might hate your boss, you might hate your coworkers, maybe you'll love your job or some other combination of all those things, but you just have to
I feel like this
pursue.
guy is the number 2. Like, he was told he was special, and I feel like he's entitled, and things aren't going his way, and he's throwing a hissy fit. That's what I feel like. This is
He's in it. I want to.
Keep going.
yes.
Keep going.
Okay,
I wanna
number
see.
4. You know it. You know what it's going to be like. He said that when you're in school, you don't know what summer vacation is going to be like. You anticipate it. He says now summer is just another season. It isn't even one you particularly enjoy. Days start to blend together, then weeks, and then finally years and decades.
This is a really crappily worded, like.
Yeah,
I still don't
it's
know
a
what he means by
pessimistic
this
way
one.
to look at it.
Does he mean what
I
life's
agree
going to
with
be like
this one.
outside?
I agree.
I agree with this one.
Yeah. 'cause-
See, I can't because I never really enjoyed my summers. I was swimming every day and I was working, and so like I don't know what that's
Fair enough,
like.
fair enough.
But okay, so I want to hear what you guys think.
I just miss summer camp and like playing and like just having fun, and you don't have to go to school the next day.
Right.
And I mean, job lasts all year long, so
Right.
I do miss summer.
The lesson is that you need to, and this is, I went 7 years working at the same current TV, which I took maybe 2 vacations in all those 7 years. I should have taken 1 every year.
Yes.
And treated it like summer camp.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we got the week after Christmas and before New Year's off, but there needs to be that time in the middle where you allow yourself not to worry about it.
Amen. I agree with you. I think, yeah, I mean, obviously you're not going to have a whole 3-month vacation, but if you can just plan, even if you don't have money, if it's just to like drive an hour away and camp, that can like help you recharge and kind of check out and then come back being, appreciative of your time away. Okay, number 5, being an adult means you have tons of freedom. He said kids are allowed to be stupid in ways that adults aren't. I used to get away with so much, including, but not limited to, arson, property damage, streaking, underage drinking, resisting arrest, and possession of controlled substances. I was detained so often that a few police officers knew me by name. This guy is so entitled, but I was never once arrested. And then he says, you aren't allowed to enjoy those freedoms as an adult because you'll just get thrown into jail, and jail is a privatized system. And then he says, and the punishment rarely fits the crime either. And then he says, plus, if you go streaking now, you'll have to spend the rest of your life registering as a sex offender.
I can't stir fires. I can't steal stuff. I can't beat people up anymore. It's so unfair.
Oh my God, 2 huge fucking points for you. That's so true, and that was hilarious.
Yeah. That's exactly what
That's
that said.
exactly what I felt about this. So we're all on the same page. When you were reading this, were you just dying?
That last one, I was like, but adults have so many more freedoms. We can do whatever we want.
We can drink. We can go.
We can actually drink, not
Gamble.
underage
We can
drinking.
stay
We can
out all
legally
night. Tom's corner.
Just to play devil's advocate on this last one,
Okay.
you have way more responsibilities as an adult.
Yeah.
You have, like,
That's what I thought he was
career,
gonna say. I thought he was gonna say you have fewer.
family.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna say we have fewer freedoms because as an adult because you have to pay the bills
Yeah.
and do the laundry and
No,
do.
that would have made sense.
Yeah,
Makes
that would
so
make
much sense. You have a
sense.
job, but fuck you. You can't start fires. No shit.
You totally can.
This guy is the worst. Oh my God. Okay, so please, everybody, what do you guys think about this 5 myths about being an adult on thoughtcatalog.com, written by Cody Weber? Please let us know if you agree or if you disagree. We could totally be wrong, so let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you all next time on Pop Trigger.